Paleblue sent me this 21-watt solar charger. I thought it was time that we go head-to-head with this 30-watt AliExpress solar charger. Let's get started. The 21-watt Paleblue solar panel is broken up into three 7-watt solar panels that are joined together to make the full 21 watts. On the back, we have a solar charge controller that has an LED indicator to tell us at what rate it can charge. And there's even this cool little pouch they've added that let me add all the cables and the ties that I can use to attach this to a tree or other structure to set up for charging. The supposed 30-watt solar panel is a single panel that's about the same size as one of the 7 watts, which makes me think that maybe they're lying about the numbers, and a single USB charger on the back with a LED light that tells me if it's got power. Doesn't really give me much information. There are holes on the corners, which lets me attach it to something, and it does come with these cheap little carabiners that I can use, but I didn't bring those with me because I'm not going to be attaching it to anything. All right, we're going to run an experiment to see how much the actual output is of these two solar cells are. The Paleblue claims to be 21 watts. The AliExpress claims to be 30 watts. Now, this is a real-world test, and I want to point out that today is actually a very terrible day for testing this because it's overcast, but this will give us real-world numbers. I can tell you that the other day when it was perfect sunlight, I was getting about 20 watts with this guy. I didn't test this in pure sunlight. So let's see how many we get today. I'm going to be using my smartphone to charge, and we're going to check to see how much power is being pulled through using this USB multimeter. Now, I have some doubts on how good a quality this is. I was gifted this because it says it can go from anywhere from 0 to 5.1 amps, but I can't guarantee the efficiency of the circuitry. It will give us an idea of the differences between these two solar panels. Now, the Paleblue has this indicator on the back, and when it turns blue, it's ready for fast solar charging. So, without anything plugged in, I'm getting 5.5 volts. Plug in my phone. All right, my phone says I'm charging. And with Paleblue solar panel, I'm getting 3.5 watt hours in an overcast day. Now, you need to remember that the average battery size in a smartphone is around 15 watt hours. And this is giving me just over 3. So 5 hours of good sunlight, and I've got a fully charged phone. And that is at fast rate charging. I don't know if you can see it. There's a blue LED that indicates that. Now, let's try the AliExpress solar panel. Remember, this one's supposed to be 30 watts, not 21. Let's see how many it actually gives me. This USB port is extremely sketchy, and the way that it's built, it gets stuck. I have to bend the solar panel, oh my goodness, to get it in. There we go. Okay, and I am getting 1.5 watts out of this 30-watt solar panel. When it says 21 watts, it's saying 21 watts in the ideal situation. And this one's saying 30 watts in an ideal situation, but there's a problem. The website that I bought this from tells me that this was 30 watts, but there's a problem with that. It also tells me that it's 5 volts at 1.5 amp hours. So we have 5 volts, 1.5 amps. Now, if you know what a watt is, it's volts times amps. So this is actually a 7.5 watt solar panel. It's essentially one of these three. Now, the price is lower, but this doesn't feel as sturdy as the Paleblue, nor does it have as much technology built into it or ease of use. So why can they tell me the wrong number? Well, there's no regulation saying they can't. There's nothing out there that tells me that they can't lie to us about what a solar panel can produce in an ideal situation. I wanted to give this demo to show you what it's like in a realistic situation, not ideal. The other day, I was able to pull 20 watts from this 21-watt solar panel, and I can promise you, I will never get above 7.5 on that other one. The Paleblue is significantly more rugged, the technology seems more sound, and honestly, at the end of the day, I would trust the Paleblue significantly more than I would the AliExpress. I'm gonna head home from the park to set up the solar panel on a tree at my house so I can charge some Paleblue AA batteries because I'm headed to an ice cave in just a little bit.